Welcome back to the Morning Drive. Here are your hosts, Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
Nine minutes before the top of the hour. We are back on the Morning Drive, and it's time to bang it up.
I don't want to work. I want to bang on the drum all day.
Hi.
I don't want to play. I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Hi.
Ever since I was a tiny boy.
You know, my friends, it's been a long, hard winter. May have been warm, but it's been long. 3 months plus. We're back at it. Sunday is the Daytona 500. Let's bang it up.
Yes, I do.
Coming up top of the hour, Bob Pockrass, Fox Sports, going to join us as everybody is convening outside. You know, Burton called me out here a minute ago, and I've just been called out by another individual in the deadline room, an industry insider, as where I guess I need to do the show like this. We've been a little loud in here this morning.
Take the Jim Nantz Augusta Hole 18 approach for the rest of the show, Baggy.
Okay. Hey, Pete.
Please don't.
I don't have to. Yes.
What is today?
Today, Bagman, is Friday, February 17th, 2023.
Today is Birdie Day. No. Today is Girl Scout Cookie Weekend.
Yeah, Girl Scout cookies, man, I'm not going to lie, really not my thing. And I know as a former fat guy, that probably disappoints you greatly.
Was that Childers?
Listen, cookies are not bad. It's the gauntlet you got to run through now to get into grocery stores because they basically blockade the entrance where they get you coming in and they get you going out. So, you know, listen, young ladies, all the best, but man, they really want to move some product.
Well, I mean, it's a good cause, but again, my beef is that box of Thin Mints is more like a box of chocolate buttons. I mean, they're too small. What happened?
$5 for a box. Tori's some lady that Tori
Buttons.
works with has a thing up on the thing as on her door at work, and she said, "What do you want? A box or two of Thin Mints?" And I said, "Send me the thing." And so I picked up about 6 or 7 different boxes of all the different Girl Scout cookies. I love lemon goodies. We went with Thin Mints, tag-alongs, do-si-dos, all of them.
Where's the
man.
Samoas go into
I
this?
love a Samoa too, and the Samoans. They're all great people over there.
Yeah.
Salute. Today is
Samoans.
National Caregivers Day. Salute to all of you giving care to those that need it.
Absolutely right. I mean, I have great respect for those people and appreciate everything they do. Absolutely.
Today is also Random Acts of Kindness Day.
Monsters have feelings, just like you. And so, you should be very kind and gentle and patient with a monster.
In the words of Chris Rice, make somebody smile today.
It's not a hard thing to do, and it'd be a nice thing to do. Why not do it? I agree with you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
On this day in 1817, the first gas-lit streetlights appeared on the streets of Baltimore.
Gas pipe. Turn the switch.
Turn
Gas
it all
pipe.
on.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Captain.
On this day in 1865, Columbia, South Carolina burned. The Confederates were evacuating and the Union forces were moving in.
Sammy, isn't your family heading down to Columbia, South Carolina as we speak?
My wife is in the car heading to Columbia right now, so I'll have to let her know to, this day on 1865.
Be
no
careful.
open flame, please.
Yep.
On this day in 1876, Julius Wolfe was credited with being the first to can sardines.
Oh, my. Lent right around the corner. My Friday feast will be a can of sardines and some Ritz crackers. No, Townhouse crackers. Townhouse crackers. That's good sardine. That's good cracker.
What you got against Ritz?
Well, the Ritz are round, so you need the Townhouse because they're square and rectangular, and the sardine fits better on them.
Oh, so you don't like the sardine overhang?
So basically,
Yeah.
it's like the Wendy's McDonald's thing. Those don't cut corners, and that's why you like those.
That's exactly right.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you.
That's exactly right.
On this day in 1878, in San Francisco, the first large city telephone exchange opened. It only had 18 phones.
Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Let's go to the phones.
Buddy, you got 17 more to answer. Go ahead.
I did that yesterday in the fan zone. I was walking by some fans, and this guy, I don't know what phone he had, but listen, when it rang, we all knew it. I mean, hell, they heard it on the backstretch. And as I'm walking by, it's ringing. It's ringing. I'm like, let's go to the phones. Guy looked up. Like, wait, what?
The best is when they go to the PA booth sometimes for something, and all of a sudden you hear a phone ringing in the background. Ladies and gentlemen.
On this day in 1897, the National Congress of Mothers was organized in Washington by Alice McClellan Burney and Phoebe Apperson Hearst. It was the forerunner of the National PTA.
Okay, the PTA. The National Congress of Mothers was the working title for the Drivers' Council, wasn't it? Wasn't that originally what they were going to call that?
Wrong time, wrong place, Pete. On this day in 1934, the first high school automobile driver's education course was introduced in State College, Pennsylvania.
Signal, mirrors, over the shoulder, then go.
So when I was in driver's ed, we had Mr. Simon, who was also the
Seems
football
easy.
coach, be the driver's ed teacher.
They're always the
And then-
football coach
and
and the
then-
driver's ed teacher. I swear
Well,
to
we
God.
also had Jill, who was in the car with us. I was in the back seat. We were driving a Chevy Cavalier. Well, Jill didn't like the brake pedal, and she was trying to make a right-hand turn at
Gas pipe.
crossroads. She's not braking, and she's starting to turn, and Mr. Simon slammed on the brakes. What are you doing? I'm like, okay, we're not on the gridiron. She's delicate. She didn't take much to get her wadded up.
Yep.
But yeah, she got the business from Mr. Simon.
Yeah. We had Mr. Nelson, the football coach. You can always tell he was in the car before we got in because it smelled like smoke. Smoke it up!
This
Gas
day,
pipe.
in 1885, U.S. postage stamp prices were raised from 20 to 22 cents for first-class mail.
Now the Forever stamp went up in price. Come on.
On this day in 1992 in Milwaukee, serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced to life in prison. In November of 94, he was beaten to death in prison.
Seems fair. Highest rated Netflix show of all time, the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's insanity.
It's insanity.
On this day in 1996, world chess champion Garry Kasparov beat the IBM supercomputer Deep Blue in Philadelphia.
IBM presents You Make the Call.
Using Deep You Know What against Deep Blue.
Casper, the friendly chess player.
Also on this day in 1997, Pepperdine University announced that Kenneth Starr was leaving the Whitewater probe to take a full-time job at the school. Starr reversed the announcement 4 days later.
You can trust your card to the man who wears the star.
Pepperdine University, where's that located?
Malibu.
California.
Malibu.
So the most beautiful college campus in the country.
A guy I went to high school with, Baggy, had a chance to play there or at the University of Iowa. He chose the University of Iowa.
Wow.
Well,
What?
you got the world's largest truck stop right there in I-80. I mean,
Well,
come on.
corn. He wanted to be near
Corn!
Another peep by the beaches of Malibu.
Corn!
Celebrating birthdays today. Ed Sheeran is 32. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is 60. Paris Hilton is 42. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, 42. Jim Brown, 87. And in the world of NASCAR, Jim Long is celebrating a birthday today.
The Morning